All right, fellas and ladies. I just had to close that one down. I'm still trying to figure stuff out, and I've started another live stream, and I'm live now. So you have to close that down and come over here. I just hope that you see it. Very, very confusing. Let's see if you're in. Nobody's in here. Two. So somebody's in. Who is it? Write your name up there. Three. So people are starting to come. Good. Right. Becky. Right, Beck. I've made a right cock up here. There's another live stream open. I can't get on it, and there's loads of people waiting for me there, and I'm hoping that they see this live stream and come over to this one. But there's only me and you in it, by the looks of it. They'll maybe catch on in a minute. I've got an idea. Hang on there. I can't see you now, Beck, because I've just gone onto Facebook. So I'm going to message somebody who's in that live stream. Yeah. All right. Let's see if she sees that. There's only me and you in, Beck. Nah, I've just messaged somebody. Yes, she's seen it. She's seen it. Great, great. Right. Okay. So now there'll be. Oh, there's people coming in now. Look. Inspector TR. Hello there, buddy. Mark Grubit's here. Let's do this. Okay. Cynthia's here. Here you are. Yes. Sorry about that, Cynthia. I really should get this organised and sorted out before I come online. I was just experimenting and everything just got a bit too much for me. And I went out of the stream, couldn't get back in it. And I knew you was all there waiting for me. I could type, but I couldn't get the picture up. I'm trying to do the one where I can bring you in. I don't think I can do this on this one. So this is going to be like it normally is. And I'll start when we get a few people in. So we've got 5 in. And if you told everybody, I don't know if I can cancel that other one. Because it's obviously still up there. But when I go into my account, I can't see it. Becky, by the way, Cynthia, is my daughter. She's in Nottingham in the UK. And Cynthia Beck is in the USA. You told Cecil. Thanks, Cynthia. That's great. So there's 4 in at the moment. So we'll just give it a few minutes. Are you down the market tomorrow, Mark? If you are, I'll probably go have a walk around, see if there's anything down there. Now I've got to make. Oh yeah, you're already a spanner. Yeah, good, great. Yeah, the perfect person to have as a spanner. Dawn's in. Hello, Dawn. How are you? All right, okay. So I'll probably see you down there. Have a chat with you tomorrow, Mark. Next week, I can't do the quiz next week. Something else has cropped up. I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, I've got a big barbecue on, and everybody's coming at 12 on Saturday. So I'll be really busy with that. So I can't do next week. We've got 6 in now. 2 thumbs up, so we can get a few more thumbs up because it's going quite well. So next week I can't do it. So again, it's going to be the week after. And in September, I've just had a letter from the hospital. I've got to go in, and I'll be blind for 2 days because I've got a bad cataract in that eye. And when I look, I can see stuff. I can see my own picture, but it's like looking through frosted glass a bit. Not too bad, but bad enough. And she said I've got another one coming in that eye too. So they're going to operate on both my eyes. September the 15th, I can't forget that. That's my son's birthday. And I'll be blind for 2 days. I don't know what day that is. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure if I'll be doing the quiz. If it falls, well, I won't be if it falls on that date. Right, we've got 8 in now. 4 thumbs up. We've got BC Treasure Trails. Mere videos in. Hello, brother. How you doing? Peekaboo. Glad you made it. Demon Rat's in. Here he is. He's in. We've got 8 in. 4. You know, there's no prizes today, but we're going to have a bit of fun. Now, these are mainly US oriented questions. Not all of them, but I'd say a good 90%. That's good to know. Did you find anything? Cynthia's had cataracts removed from both eyes. It's not too bad, Jeff. I know people tell me it's not bad. I don't. Do they do it with a laser or what? Or do they literally cut it and peel it back? And I don't know if do they replace the lens or is it something over the lens that's removed? Hit the like button, everybody. Show Jeff some love. Thank you, Demon Rat. You're a gentleman. So I got 6 thumbs up. And no more. That's it. It stayed at 6. So 2 people's come in and then probably gone out again. Right. So another couple and I'll start. Oh, 10. There's 10 in now. Right. So I guess it don't really matter, does it? Because I'm not giving any prize away. If there's anybody in from England, one's just dropped out. We're down to 9 again. All those in England, I've got about 7 prizes and I haven't sent one of them yet. I've sent all the USA ones because I was able to send them in one bunch and it cost me like €40, which is great. But if I send the UK ones, I can't send them to one person and nobody will distribute them. So I've got to send them individually. It's going to cost me about 15 each time. So if I've got 7, they're €105 and that's going to kill me. So I don't know. If nobody comes up and offers me a hand, then I'm going to have to send them one at a time. But it might be like two a month or something like that. So I've got 7 of them, so it might take 4 months to get yours. But if anybody can help me out where it can send to one address, and I've got somebody in the US who's doing that and offered to pay to help me. Really good of her. She's in here now. Dawn, the metal detective. If anybody won in the US, you need to contact Dawn and she will send you your prize. They're on her way to her now. She's not got them. I spoke to her, and everybody should give Dawn, the metal detective, a look on her channel and give her a thumbs up and show a bit of love. That's what we're all here for. We're all helping each other out. Okay, so we've got 10 in. I'll make a start then. Okay. BC Treasure Trails is here. British Columbia. 11 in. Right, slowly coming in. I'm surprised, actually. that we've got 10 in. I thought everybody now that won the prize would just say, right, see you, thanks, I've got my prize, goodbye. And maybe that's the case. Now we're down to 9 again. All right, so I'm going to start anyway because now we're back up to 10. Jesus Christ, somebody's messing about. Yeah, Dawn, I'm just reading this out for you. Dawn the Metal Detective, let me know when my show's up. I can Venmo you the shipping or however you want to do it. Okay. So just read that out. 9 again. It's fluctuated from 9 to 10. I really want to start at 10, not less than 10. So come on, if anybody's coming in, maybe you're not bothered now. I'm not giving any prize away. By the way, it's red hot here today, and I mean red hot. 35 Celsius. So what's that? You double it and add 30, and that gives you an approximation. So 70, about 100 Fahrenheit. Very hot. I was in the swimming pool today with my diving kit on, and I just sat on the bottom, and it's so beautiful, the temperature down there. Okay. All right. Nobody else has come in. David Willie Bear Wraith is here. Hello and welcome, David. There's 8 in now. All right, I'm starting. Lee Hill, hello. That's funny. People are coming in, and yet the numbers are going down. It says 8. 7 thumbs up. 9 in. Oh, well, I'm going to stop looking at numbers. I'm going. Right. Here's one for you. Are you ready, Mark Grubik? Let's see who can get this one. In US history, in the 1800s, you had an infamous judge known as the hanging judge. What's his name? Anybody know? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Somebody says, I know. Well, I know. That's why I wrote it down. And I know. Come on, don't let me tell you your history. Roy Bean is correct. Cynthia, you bugger. Now when there's no prizes, you're winning. First one. Well done, Judge Roy Bean. Now, I'll tell you a story. We had one in England also. And I think he was in the 1700s. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some research. But I do know about him. Now, my first name is Jeff. My mother called me that because her maiden name was Jeffries. And she told me that her mother told her that this infamous judge in England was related to us, and his name was Judge Jeffries, and he hung loads of people. So we had one as well. But Judge Rory Bean is the correct answer. Well done, Cynthia. And you beat Mark Rubik as well. He's normally hot off the ball. Are you still there? Right, okay. All right, here's another one. This is not US related. See if Marlon can get this one. Come on, Marlon. Right. When Krakatoa erupted, it sent a shockwave 2.5 times around the world. The force of the blast was so great that it caused tsunamis and killed thousands of people. What year was it that Krakatoa erupted? Come on, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. BC Treasure Trail says 1800. No. Marlon, nope, sorry. Now you're all looking on the internet. No cheating now, come on. It is a difficult one, this, so I mean, really, you do need to look it up. And I didn't know this one. Come on then, any answers? We've got 11 in. 9 thumbs up. That's good. Right, I'll give you another 5 seconds, and then we'll call that quits. Nobody's got that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nobody's got that one. 1883 is the answer. Right. Another one, not US related. When was the Battle of Thermopylae? Mark, you're too late. I've just said the answer. The Battle of Thermopylae. That's. Have you seen the film 300? Well, that's the battle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're all looking it up now. I can always tell because your answers are late. But I appreciate there might be a delay, maybe 1 second or so from here to the US. Irwin59, hello. How are you? 13 in, so people are coming in. 11 thumbs up. Thank you, people. Mere videos. I remember the name from the video game. It was the name of an island. Carrier Commando or something on my old Atari. Was it? Okay, but it's not there now. You haven't got it. Okay, so the answer is 480 BC. 480 BC. The Battle of Thermopylae. Right, an American one now. Are you ready? You should all know this because the majority of you are metal detectorists. So, where is Garrett's headquarters located? Come on. 10, 9, 8. You shouldn't have to think about this. That's why I'm going fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Of course it's Texas. Where? Come on. I knew it because I've been there twice. We're in Texas. You haven't got it. Nobody's got it. I'm surprised at you. Come on, you guys. No, it's not Indiana. No, it's not Canton. You're guessing now. Come on. Yeah, you're in Texas as well, Dawn. It's Garland, Texas. Garland. There was a big shooting there a couple of 3 years ago, if I remember rightly. Something happened there. Something went off because I was glued to the screen because I thought, oh, I wonder how close that is to Garrett's. So you should have got that one. That's probably going to be the easiest one. Okay, right. Okay, again. This is US. Come on, don't let me tell you your history. Come on, guys. Get your brains working. What year was the Battle of the Alamo? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. John Clayton, detecting in Devon. I want to talk to you later, John. I think I've got a prize of yours. 1876 is wrong, and that took an Englishman to get the first guess. All right, so digging with Mark, 1836 is correct. Well done. No prizes, but well done. Somebody with a brain. Right, okay. Here's another American-oriented one. Are you still in, Marlon? Are you still here? Or have you gone? Because I know it's your detecting day. We've got 14 in and 12 thumbs up. Thank you very much, everybody, for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Mart's in. Yeah, I'm Marty. Yeah, he's still here. Right. Good lad, Marlon. I appreciate you putting off your metal detecting. Oh, 12 in, 11 in, and 13 thumbs up. Wow, okay. Right. Another US one. Who was responsible in the 1950s for the purge against communism? And they had hearings all over the USA. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Correct. Mark Grubit's got it. And I know you didn't look that one up, Mark, because you got it within 6 seconds. Joseph McCarthy, the McCarthy hearings. Correct. Right. Well done. Now, I'm going a bit quick here, although I've got 1, 2. I've got 2.5 pages of questions, and I'm down half a page now. The next one's about half a page down. So I've got quite a few questions yet. Well done. Anybody else get that? Just only Mark. I don't know why I ask a lot of American questions. I think the reason I do is because I know such a lot about US history, and that I mean I knew most of these US questions. So where are we now? 15 thumbs up, 13 people in. Right, okay. When was you got really 10 seconds? I'm not going to accept anything after 10 seconds. You should know this. When was prohibition initiated in the US? What year? You can give me the date as well, but I'll accept the year. It's because I love America. You're dead right there, Demon Rat. Yeah, I do, Cecil. I do love America. I love it to bits. And the people. Unless they're Democrats. Right, 1926, wrong. 1919, wrong. 1929, wrong. 1922. Now I know you're looking it up now. You were the closest, Cynthia. I'm going to give you the answer. 1920. Okay, and the date was January the 17th. So, again, come on, you guys. I wonder if you could catch me out on English history. It's so easy. All right, okay. Another American one, okay. 15 thumbs up, 12 people in. We're not getting any more. It's because I'm not getting prize away. It don't matter. I'm enjoying myself, and I know you guys are too. You was close, Cynthia. You was the nearest. I said you was the nearest, I think. Damn English teachers. It was a bad day. It was, especially if you're alcoholic. Okay. He prefers the day it was repealed. Yeah. Okay. So how did Jack Ruby die? Go on, tell me, who's Jack Ruby? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll accept the first answer, but and if it's wrong, that's it. Oh, come on, you're looking it up now. You're looking it up. You must know this. The heart attack, wrong. It was cancer, right? And some say that was induced cancer. All right. Now, while we're on that topic, I'm just going to tell you a little story. Many of you know, maybe some of you don't know, that I know Lee Harvey Oswald's girlfriend. I was just speaking to her the other day. Now, she was, what's the word? It's somebody who studies cancer. She studies cancer, and she was employed to develop really serious cancers that run really fast, with a view to killing Castro. And I'm going to get her on one night. I'm going to get her on, and you guys, all you Americans or anybody who's interested in the JFK thing, can come on and you can throw questions at her. I'll get her on for you. And you'll be able to ask her questions. Now, Judith was a cancer researcher, and she left. I think she was in Florida, and she went over to New Orleans and to work for a cancer specialist who was a renowned, one of the world's top renowned cancer specialists in the 60s, named Oxner, Dr. Oxner. I don't know if that name rings a bell. He was the guy who made the connection between cigarettes and cancer and stuff like that. Anyway, so she was employed and working. According to a story, she met Lee Harvey Oswald in a post office or something, and they fell in love. He was married, and things were happening between them. Need I say any more? And he introduced her to a guy named David Ferry. Now, David Ferry is, if you've ever seen the film JFK with Kevin Costner, Judith is not featured in that film or played by anybody in that film, because she kept quiet for many years because she was threatened, and she was going to get blown away. And she said there's been attempts on her life 2 or 3 times, and eventually moved to Sweden. Now she does a show in Dallas every year, and I've been to 2 or 3 of those seminars. Is the word I'm sorry, I'm forgetting English. Really, I've been here so long, you forget certain words. But she does these seminars every anniversary of JFK, and that's where I first met her. I met Roger Stone there, and but she was employed to develop very aggressive cancers because the idea was to give it to Castro. Now it's odd that he died. Jack Ruby died of cancer, and they say it was induced, and it could well have been some of those cancers that she was developing. And I never thought to ask her about that, but I'm going to ask her. She may be on tonight. I don't know. Maybe I can speak with her tonight and find out if she knows anything about that. But I'll bring her on one day if you really, because I told her I want to speak to her, and she says, "Yeah, when you're ready." Just she didn't say she would come on, but she said, "When you're ready, we can talk about it, and you can throw questions at her if that's something that you want." And I'll do it anyway. I was going to do it on somebody else's channel, but he's never got back to me. Somebody in the US, he's never got back to me, so I'll do it on my channel. Right, so the last question was, how did Jack Ruby die? It was cancer, and I'm surprised, really, that somebody never got that. I don't know how many of you. There's 13 in now, and I would say at least 9 or 10 of you are from the US. And I know nobody can know every question, and I probably know more than you because I'm asking the questions, and I'm asking questions that I know the answers to, but sometimes they just pop in my head. I'm sure you could get me just as easily, with some questions. Right, here's a good one for you again. When was America's land grab? When did it take place? What year? You remember the land grab where everybody was just going in the wagons and putting the markers down? That's my bit of land. That's my bit of land. It's probably when they went out west, I think. So there was a big land grab. What year was it? I think, I don't know whether you paid for it, maybe a nominal fee, or whether they gave the land away. I'm not sure. Somebody says 1874, 1849. Close, but not close enough. 1893, that's a bit closer. 1837. And I didn't know the answer to this, I'll be honest with you. 1822. Now somebody's looking it up, so I'm going to tell you now. So it was 1889, as late as that. So I thought it might have been like mid 1800s. Demon Rat got 1856. 1899, John Clayton got in Devon. So you were 10 years out, odd lines. 1849. Definitely after the Civil War, it was. Yeah, okay, but it was 1889. Good try. You got the right century. All right, Beck. My daughter just told me her phone rang. You can go if you want, Beck, or you can answer some of the questions. Right. Right, here we go. Another American oriented one. I told you 90% of these were US. But they're not, I don't want to make them easy for you, but the things that you should know really about your own country. Not everyone, but a majority. I'm surprised at how many you're not getting. Um, what caused the failure of the moon mission Apollo 13? It failed. I remember this. I remember watching the TV. It was nail biting. It was touch and go. Many people thought they won't make it back. Now, there's a film called you know the amount of information you can get from films is really so much, and uh, and I know this because of watching the film. Hello, Numus Maniac. Right, well, Mark, well, Lee Hill just beat you to it, Mark. But I mean, you're spot on. Lee Hill just got gas leak. Well, oxygen. They stirred the oxygen tanks, and it exploded. Um, and it blew out, and they started to lose the oxygen. Fortunately, they got the lunar module they could transfer to, but they had to shut everything down in the main module. You had to close everything down because batteries were running and everything were going down, um, and they have what they call a scrubber, and they use these in diving, so I know a little bit about them. Um, in diving, you have these things called rebreathers, and you have a chemical in there called lime. So when you breathe out, there's still a lot of oxygen in your outward breath, um, and that goes through the scrubber, and it takes out the carbon dioxide and recirculates the oxygen, and that's how come they have enough oxygen to get to the moon and back. They probably have a couple of three tanks. Yeah, and when you think about it, three or four guys in there, it takes what 5 days or 4 days to get there, 4 days to get back. So they've gone a week and off, when they're landing on the moon, and that is a lot of oxygen. So the only way they can do it is to use these scrubbers. Now, the scrubber that got in Apollo 13 had got a round fitting, and they had to because the oxygen levels were going down and the carbon dioxide levels were going up, and that meant that they were doomed. They were going to suffocate unless they could get this scrubber working again, and they mackled it all up with tape and uh, crazy stuff like what's that tape you use, like that silver tape, and I got this square thing. Anyway, they made it fit, and the oxygen levels started coming down, and they made it back. Biggest miracle, they got them back. But what what a feat to get them guys, and they was on the way to the moon when it happened, and there was nothing they could do. They got to go round the moon to use the gravity of the moon to slingshot it back to Earth, and so I mean they just couldn't turn around and come back. It weren't possible. They got to go to the moon, slingshot around, come back, and they've got to provide enough oxygen to be able to do that, and they did it. A wonderful feat that was. Anyway, so that's what happened there. Um, okay, another US one. Now you should all know this. I didn't know it. Okay, I didn't know this one. Being honest with you, but you guys should know this because it's an integral part of your history that's known all around the world. I would imagine not many people have not seen a film about this. Much the same as you, most of you've probably seen a film about Robin Hood, where I come from, because I lived in Sherwood, Nottingham. So I'm proud. And every time I go anywhere, I'm always proud to say I'm from Sherwood, Nottingham, because that's where the famous guy of Robin Hood come from? And this is the same. This is a part of your history that's maybe not equally, but it can't be far off. Um, so I'm going to ask it now. So when was the Battle of the Little Bighorn? And you know who was there, don't you? General Custer. Right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First answer that comes up. If it's wrong, I'm going to tell you the answer. Right. I don't want the date. 1892 is wrong. It's 1876. And Digging Mark got that. So well done. You was quite hot off the press there, Mart. So maybe you didn't look it up. So we'll give you that one. 1876. It was June the 25th, which is just a few days from now, 6 days from now. 1889, Demon Rat got no odd lines. Detecting Adventures Scotland. Hello there, brother. We've got 15 in, 17 thumbs up. Every time somebody new comes in, I always look at the thumbs up to see if I can get any more. I thought you asked where. Well, I guess it was Bighorn. No, I asked the year. I didn't ask for the date, Mark. I asked for the year. I thought it were a bit much, but I always write down the answer, the date or anything that might be relevant. I normally write it down at the side, or maybe one or two tidbits of other information on the same topic. I normally write down just to tell you a little bit about how it happened, why it happened, and so on. Okay, so here's another one. All right, you should get this straight away. This is famous. Big film made about it. Let me just have a look. Oh, got 20 thumbs up. Wow. Great. 15 people in. Right, here we go then. What type of aircraft was the Memphis Belle? Come on. Dead easy to write. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody's got it. No. B-52, that dropped the atomic bomb, the B-52. No, it was a B-17, and Reed's Art of Adventure's got that. B-17, the Memphis Belle. Now, I've got nothing written down here, little odd facts, but I can tell you something about it. I think they had to do 20 sorties, and the average lifespan of a US or a British bomber pilot was maybe like 3 or 4 sorties, and they all said if you did 20, we'd send you back home. And the Memphis Belle did 20, and it got sent back home with the crew, and they was going around the US with the Memphis Belle, promoting, and getting war bonds and stuff like that, money for the war effort. And I didn't write those details here. I know that again from the film. Mark Grubik got it too. B-17, yeah. The B-52 was the Enola Gay, which dropped the bomb. And I gave you that question last week. The Enola Gay, name of the bomber. Okay. Right, here's another one. Dead easy. World War II. Dead easy. American oriented. So you can't say I'm not kind to you guys. Because you know one week, don't you? Because if you're this bad on your own history, I'm going to do some European ones. But then you'll catch me out and beat me then. Okay. Who was America's most decorated soldier in World War II? Come on. You must know that. I knew that. No, the B-52 was bigger than the B-17. Yes, a lot bigger. And it had a longer range as well. Who? Somebody's wrote York, Audie Murphy, Lee Hill. Thank you. Mark Grubit, Audie Murphy. Yeah. I mean, if you'd have asked me that, I wouldn't have hesitated straight away. I can tell you a bit about him. He jumped on a tank with a 50 caliber machine gun and held a whole platoon of Germans up, killed God knows how many. And he was only, I think he was 18 at the time or something like that. And he was America's most decorated soldier, and he got to be a movie star through it. And he died in a plane crash. That's about as much as I can tell you about him. But brave fella, and this tank was on fire as well. It was on fire, and he kept shooting this 50 caliber, and he held them all back while his mates got away. I don't know where that was. I couldn't tell you where it was. Obviously in Europe, but somebody said Eisenhower. I think he means Eisenhower. No. He was the overall commander of all the Allied forces. Eisenhower was. Sergeant York was World War One. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But we were talking about World War Two. Another forgotten answer. I knew after Mark said it. Yeah, said Heavy Meadow Detective. Yeah, this. I'm going to keep doing these quizzes. I really enjoy doing them. But at some point, I'm going to run out of questions because I look up very few questions. They're mainly what's in my head. But I always check the details to make sure that I'm right, because I would hate to say, yeah, I knew that, and then find out I was wrong. I'd look stupid, wouldn't I? But so at some point, I'm going to have to start looking up questions because I'm going to run out, I guess. To Ellen back, yeah, that's a film that he was in, yeah. So squirrels magnet fishing has just come in. We've got 18 in now, and we're on the second page. Why is it everybody comes in towards the end? I don't know, but there you go. All right, so what else we got then? Here we go. Another American question. Come on, my fellow Americans. Don't let me down. I'm proud of you guys. You made an absolute stunning job of that country, what you live in. You brought us all freedom, prosperity, and safety until Joe Biden got in. Right, anyway. Sorry, Jeff, I have to run. Oh, Cynthia, thanks for coming in, sweetheart. Bless you. God bless you all. I love you. Everyone have fun. Love you all. I won't be here next week, Cynthia. Week after. Dawn's still in. Yeah, I haven't seen you answer any, Dawn. Come on. Right, okay. Another US-oriented one. Okay. When was the Salem witch trials? I don't want the month. Just give me the year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. You're 200 years out, Mark. No, he were the closest. Mark Grubit were the closest. No, now you're all looking on the internet. You got to be. So the first answer that comes in that's right, you've looked it up on the internet. Don't cheat. Come on, if you don't know, say don't know. Be honest. And now you do know when I tell you. 1692 is right. Detective Adventure Scotland looked it up on the internet. And so did Numismaniac. 1692. And it was February. Right? Just log it in there, because one day you might be doing a quiz and that question might come up. I'll tell you a little story about that. My mother always throwing questions at me when I was a kid. Always throwing, like, what's the capital of this place? What's the capital of that place? And who invented that? Who invented that? And it served me well, because I was a policeman in Nottingham for a little bit, what they call a special constable. I had all the powers of arrest. I had the radio, the uniform, and everything. I just weren't a full-time copper. I just want to do my bit for the community, help them to make feel safer, and that. And anyway, Christmas came around, and they had a quiz. They had a quiz just like this one, and I came in a bit late, and everybody got the papers and the pens, and somebody were asking the questions just like I am doing with you now. And he asked a couple of questions. Anyway, cut a long story short, I won it. Everybody put a tenner in, and I won all the money. But I did say I'd go team up with one particular man, so he won off, and he got none of the questions. I can't remember all the questions, a long time ago now, but two of them. What was one was who invented cat's eyes? You know, cat's eyes, what you get in the middle of the road, and I knew straight away because these were some of the questions my mother threw at me, and his name was Percy Shaw, so I wrote down Percy Shaw. Uh, and another one was what are ships of the desert? So straight away wrote it down, camels. And there were other questions where I got right. Anyway, he tallied up at the end, and I'd got the most, and I won like 120 quid and a couple of watches. And the watches was what's those really expensive watches? Really expensive they are, but they were fake. And I thought, well, fancy giving me them in a cop shop. You know, there was in the police station, you give me fake watches. Anyway, so that was that. So where are we now? Right, okay. So Salem was the Salem trials, witch trials, 1692. Indiana Tones is in. Hello, Lewis. How you doing, buddy? Rolex. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they get. I won two Rolexes, and they were fake, and they give me in a police station. All right. Okay. Another US one. Come on, Lewis. Get your brain on. Get your brain working. What was? Wait. All right. What was the lost colony of Roanoke, and when was it? Okay. When you must know about that. I've practically been past that because I believe that Roanoke's in. Is it Maryland? Is it Maryland or somewhere down Washington way? Anyway, and I think I went right past it. And funnily enough, I saw it was either a truck or a place called Nottingham there down that way, which was a shock for me. We've got some Russian guy in. Hello, is this real? Yes, it's the real Indiana Tones. We are all proud to say, yes, it's Lewis, comrade. We watch you in far away. Do you get that, Lewis? Somebody in Russia watches you. Yeah, it's time. Jamestown is correct, and it was according to what I've got, it was Roanoke and 1590 mark. That's what I've got. 1590 when the colony got lost. The captain went back. I know a little bit about it. The captain went back because all the seed was rotten. What they were going to use, so he went back and told them, you'll manage on what you've got till they get back. And when he come back, gone, and they've never been found since. Never been found. 1618 Jamestown, Mark Scott. 1600 and something Reed Scott, Mark Grubit, Virginia. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. It is. Is it Virginia? Yes, it is, Mark. Now, how far is that? Yeah, I mean, now you're going to tell me out now. Yeah, well, Virginia's below Washington. Yes, so, or is it above Washington? Coming from New York, would you reach Virginia before you got to Washington? Or if you're coming up from the south, would you reach Virginia first? Somebody tell me, because I don't know. I think, I just remember driving to Washington from New York, and I just seem to recall seeing a place called Nottingham or something. And I knew that Roanoke was down that way. That way. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes, it is. Good. So we've got 17. Thumbs up, please, fellas. If you haven't thumbed me up, 20, 30 I've got to beat. I don't think I'm going to beat it today, though. So thumbs up, please. There, look, thumbs up. Still 20. Nobody else. Right. It's south of DC. Okay. Thank you, Lee Hill. Thank you very much. In that case, then, because I drove it down to North Carolina from New York. So yeah, that's when it would be. Then I would have gone through Washington then, or is Washington on the coast? I believe it is. Yeah, I would have gone through Washington and then into where is it? Virginia, and then on to North Carolina because I was diving in Morehead City. And if you're a diver, anybody, go down there. It's some of the best diving I've ever done in my life. Right, so let's have a look. Indiana Toes going to the license, going by the license plate. I saw. Lol. What? What did you write? New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. I think. Okay. All right. Okay. So all right. Let me carry on a bit then. I'm just trying to spin it out a bit, by just having a little conversation here and there. So the next one. The next question. Right. Okay. Now this is really interesting. This is right. Thomas Edison was a big advocate of direct current. His adversary, Nikola Tesla, was promoting alternating current. So on January the 4th, 1903, Edison electrocuted an animal to promote his theory that DC was much safer. What animal did he kill with electricity to display his theory? Oh, Mark's already did that one fast. Mark's got it. It was an elephant. Yeah. Yeah, you've all got that. Yeah. Great. It's funny you should know that because nobody, there's three there, come through so fast that you couldn't have looked on the internet. And I like that. That's good, when you don't cheat. I'm sure many of you do, but it's, how can I say, you don't have to cheat. If you don't know, you don't know. Nobody knows every question. And there's no shame in it. I'm not trying to shame you, you dummies. I'm not. Somebody's got a rat. Not first, but I finally remembered one. Yeah, and that's all right. I know that you got that because you were so quick on the answer. That's why I only allow 10 seconds because I know that you're going to struggle to find the answer because you got to type it in on the internet in 10 seconds. So as soon as I stop, I start counting. And then, if you come after 10 seconds, there's a good chance you're looking on the internet for it. And you don't have to. If you don't know, you don't know. Does anyone try Signum metal detector? Never heard of one. But I don't know if anybody else has got one. Has anybody got a Signum metal detector? Right, so never heard of Signum. Me neither. Okay. All right, another US one. Easy one. See if you can get this within 10 seconds, right? Ready? I don't want to get down these too fast. I've got a few questions left, though. Do you know Bangladesh? There is so many treasures in there. Do I know Bangladesh? Yeah, I know where it is. But I wouldn't like to go metal detecting. It'd probably come back without my head. Okay, so anyway, when was the Empire State Building completed? What year? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one. You're all looking it up. No, 1912. No, you're looking 1890. No, yeah. Now you're looking it up. 1922, 1931. Digging with Mart got it. Was it digging with Mart? Digging Mart. 1931 is correct. Yeah. Okay. All right. Second part of the question. How many stories has it got? Now, if you got it up on the internet, you'll find it straight away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Grubit's right. A lot. Lee Hill, 134. No. Now you're looking on the internet. Come on. All of them. It has got all of them. Yeah, 112. No. 422. No. 102. The answer is 102 stories. I've been to the top of that as well. Right. Okay. Right. I don't know whether to do that one or this one. I know King Kong. Yes, he was at the top of that building. Right. It is good. Somebody says Demon Rock. I was only 10 off. You was. Yeah. Well, you never know. In the future, they might add 10. Then you'll be right. Right. So, right. Are you ready? Come on. Come on. You know this one. All of you Americans know this one. Right. In which desert is Death Valley? Colorado Desert, Great Basin Desert, or Mojave Desert? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First answer. If it's wrong, I'm telling you. Correct. Reads, yes, correct, correct, correct. 4, the first 4 got it right. 5, first 5 got it right. Leo got the Great Basin. That's wrong. Been there and ate the heat. Yeah, I've been there too. Okay. Here's a stupid one. Wait, these notifications keep coming up and they cover the writing there. I screwed the spelling. It don't matter. You got it. You got it. I knew what you meant anyway. So, but you was there again. Reeds and Mark Grubik. You're. We'll have to have a winners competition. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Take all. I should check all the answers, and see who's got. Pick the 3 or 4 best ones, and then do a competition between you. That'd be cool. Right, okay. Silly one here. Not so silly, but what the Snickers bar? What did the Snickers bar used to be known as before it was Snickers? I've got 3 options here, but I'm not going to give you because you'll get it. Diggy Mark got it. Yeah. I didn't think anybody would get that one. Well done. It was a marathon bar, yeah. 2, 3, 3. 3 got that, and then Yummy. Every meadow detects Yummy, and he's right. You're right. It is Yummy. All right. So, have we got any spanners in? I don't know what we're going to do. Are you all reading this Rusky chap stuff? I don't know whether we should just throw him out or whether he's just having fun. Maybe his English is not so good. The England discotheque is good. Many women, nice. Yeah, so we're not on about nice women today. What should we do, guys? Should we throw him out or should we let him have a bit of fun? Can I get a shout out, brother? I've just give you one. If you behave yourself, I'll give you a shout out. Although I'm going to have a problem reading your name. Oh, wait a minute. I can get my wife. She'll tell me what that means because she speaks Russian. He's cool. All right, we'll leave him in. We'll leave him in then. Diggy Mort knows more American history than me. I'll admit it. Every metal detective says Diggy Mort is he's a clever guy. And Mark Grubik, they get a lot. They do well. You know, these people are not dummies. Give him a moment. All right, we'll do that. Give him 5 minutes probation. No, just if you don't behave, I'll do that. I'll give him 5 minutes, but then he'll probably go. But um, he's probably just trying to interact with people a little bit, you know, which you've got to give him a bit of a loose rope for that. Right, so oh, I'm down bottom of the second page. All right, here we go. Here's a cracker for you. Marlon is the only spanner. All right, okay. I read Russian. Tavarish, okay. Я вас люблю. What does that mean? All right. Who did Muhammad Ali beat to win his first title? Do you want me to give you options or do you know? We've got Sonny Liston, Joe Lewis, and Rocky Marciano. Anybody know? 10, 9, 8. Patson's wrong. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every metal detective has got it. Sonny Liston, yes. Mark Grubik got it too. Diggy Mort, he used to be Cassius Clay, yeah. But he beat Sonny Liston. The answer is Sonny Liston. Lewis, Joe Lewis, no, a bit before his time, I think, Joe Lewis. Or Lennox Lewis. If you're talking about Lennox Lewis, that was in the 90s. Actually, Lennox, if you look on my Facebook page, then you will see that I'm standing next to a former world heavyweight champion because he was just up at the airport. There's a little airport up the road here just for private aircraft, and they were taking lessons here because it's well out of the way, and he weren't going to get bothered with um, paparazzi and stuff like that. And we're an hour from Vienna or 45 minutes from Vienna. So this tiny little airport, and we were sat there having a dinner because they served dinners. And heard this little kid speaking American, and I said, oh, "What the hell are you doing here from America, all the way out here in the middle of nowhere?" "Oh, my dad's having flying lessons." "Oh, right." And then his dad come walking down 20 minutes later, and who should it be? But world heavyweight champion. Bloody hell, I forgot his name now. And asked him if he wanted to fight, and he just laughed at me. But it's on my Facebook page anyway, if you've seen it. Anyway, every metal detective. Tyson Fury is going to dust up Deontay Wilder soon. Then Anthony Joshua next. Right, okay. Well, we'll see. I'm into boxing. I like watching it. Yeah. Vladimir Glitchko. Correct. That guy got one. The Russian guy got one. Yeah. I met Vladimir Glitchko at this little airport here. Yeah, because I said to him, "Says you're Vladimir Glitchko, aren't you?" I knew straight away. You just got one of them faces you can't miss. He's big into politics now in the Ukraine. So now that this Russian guy, I can't pronounce your name. Are you in Russia or are you in the Ukraine? Please tell me if you understand me. The guy there, Do you know Murmansk? I don't know it. I know of it. Yes, it's a port. I believe it's a port town. Spitzenberg. Yes, that's where he was. Mark at Spitzenberg. And Mark knows because he's not far from me. Right, big thumb, little screen, and dyslexia. It's a wonder I get anything right. You do quite well. You do quite well, brother. Really, you can be proud of yourself. So, Mere Videos is putting a link up. Look, go and have a look at that. Digging Mark live, detecting Adventure Scotland. They don't like sport doctors as well. The brothers. What? I'm trying to make sense of that. They not like sport doctors as well. The brothers. Yeah, the Glitchco brothers. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Detecting Adventure Scotland. Are you Scottish? I know it might sound. It's just I'm reading your English there, and it's not quite right. Well, if you're Scottish, you're to be perfect, unless you just try to shorten it down. I don't know. So I'd like to know if you're Scottish or what. Thanks, Marlon. Digging Mark. Marty, old chap, how you doing? All right. I'll come on tonight. What time is it? Just just post the thing down there. I'll come on. I'll have a chat with you. And I need you to show me how to bring these different pictures up. I've almost got it today, but I've been playing around and I lost it and had to start all over again. And I nearly lost everybody. But anyway, so shall I carry on with the questions? It's enough gabbing. So I mate, no, just on the phone yet. West Scotland. Oh, West Scotland, beautiful. Yeah, I've been up there a few times. Been up, diving up there. Troon. I was diving in Troon. Uh, right. So okay. So I'm on the last half page of questions, and then I've got to start again. But I've got 2 weeks. Please note, I won't be here next week. So 2 weeks from today, 6 o'clock, whatever date that is. 2 weeks today. It'd be July, obviously. Now, I guess. Um, right. All right. Okay. Which space film did Stanley Kubrick direct, and what was it called? Come on. I'll mark the calendar. Come on. Three, two, one. Right, Mere Video's got it. Right. Well done, Marlon. Yeah. And then Demon Rat got it right after you. So two got it. Yes, it was 2001 A Space Odyssey. I would have accepted just 2001. Does anybody know who wrote it? Stanley Kubrick directed it. Who wrote it? Is better. Is better. I don't know if you talk to me, Marlon, or not. Hit like or I will be thrown out. No, I won't throw you out as long as you behave. If you behave, no problem. But we're not talking about women and stuff. We can talk about that later when we've done here. But I asked you a question. Are you in Russia or are you in Ukraine? Please, I'd just like to know. Okay, I just saw something by Cecil then. All right, I have all of Stanley Kubrick's movies. That's what I saw. Uh, Kubrick movies I do enjoy. Mere Videos, twins Cecil. I like Kubrick. 2001 Space Odyssey. Good one. Right. Okay. Next question. We're getting down towards the end now. I've got you now. You're going to have to look in. I'm going to give you an English one now. You're going to have to look in the internet for this one. So I'll give you 15 seconds. All right. Who was England's first £1 million player, and what team did he get transferred to? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Trevor Francis, Demon Rat. Well done. And what football club did he go to? Trevor Francis. Yeah. England's first £1 million player. No, it weren't Beckham. It was football. This is where I have arguments with Americans here, because you call it soccer and we call it football. And I don't know why you call yours football, because you don't kick it with your foot. You carry it mainly under your arm. It wasn't Beckham. Has anybody got digging Mark got it? Nottingham Forest, my team. Nottingham Forest had the first £1 million player, and I went down and seen him playing that match. Trevor Francis, cracking player. He scored the only goal in the European Cup against Malmo of Sweden, and it was Trevor Francis. And I was there too in Munich, and I watched that game, and I can't tell you the feeling. I'm sure you guys know when you support a team in your baseball league or football league, whatever you want to call it. And you know that feeling you get in your chest, and I had that feeling in the 1980s. We drove it down from Nottingham, we drove it there, we watched the match and drove it straight back to Nottingham from Munich, and it's a long way, like 2,000 kilometres or getting on that way, 1,800 maybe. Makes no sense. Football, mere videos. What makes no sense? You mean the American wording of it or the British wording of it? Because we kick it with the foot, so we call it football. But American football, they mainly carry. I won't say they won't kick it, because they do, but they mainly carry it. The majority of the ball movement is under the arm or being carried, and that's why it don't make sense to me to call it football, especially when the chastisers on. Yours is soccer, but then again, a lot of Americans say that we invented the word soccer. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe it was. I don't know anybody in England. I don't know anybody in England that calls football soccer. Only Americans call it soccer. Take that from me. That's the truth, honestly. I don't know anybody. When we used to go, are you going down a football match? It's Saturday, come on, let's all go down a football match. Nobody said, let's go down the soccer match. And all the guys you talked, a great football match that was. Not a great soccer match. It's only Americans that say soccer. So I can't understand where the confusion comes from. So please, let me know your thoughts, you American guys who I love so much. Let me know your thoughts on what I just said. Does it make sense to you that ours should be called football and not soccer? Let me know your thoughts. I'd just like to know. I mean, just say piss off. Ours is football or whatever. I just want to know your thoughts. Okay, stay warm. Demon Rat says, have a good day. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. NFL, National Football League. I know what that means. Yeah. We have the FL, the Football League. And I believe my team Well, we've got two teams in Nottingham. What Nottingham Forest and Notts County. Notts is abbreviation for Nottingham. Notts County. Notts County was formed uh, in the same year as your Civil War, 1865, I believe. I believe either the oldest or second to oldest club in the world, Notts County. And then Nottingham Forest is not far after, 1860s again, but I don't know exactly when. Right. Nice to meet Indiana Tones. He has big fans in Murmansk. So where's Murmansk then? It's Russia, isn't it? There's a big shipyard there in Murmansk. Isn't there a big shipyard there? Mud Swat, how you doing, brother? Hey, dig hole. Dig any holes lately? No, all the fields are planted. I put a video out last week. I'm probably going to put another one out tomorrow. I've got one more left that, a hunt I did maybe a couple of months ago. I've got one more left. Oh, I'll tell you what I have done, and I'm going to put a video out maybe in a couple of weeks. I went gold panning, and I found some. Not a lot, but even the tiniest little bit really got me going. I met a metal detectorist a few months ago. Took him on my field, and I told him I like metal detecting, anything to do with finding treasure and gold and stuff, and I'd like to go panning. I said, oh, I do that. He says, I go with the sluice. And I said, oh, are you joking? What, here in Austria? Yeah. So I'll take you next time I go. Well, sure enough, the guy contacted me. I thought he'd forget all about it last week. And he took me an hour and a half away. We drove an hour and a half from Vienna, went through Vienna, drove about an hour and a half, and went into a little stream, set up two sluices. He gave me the big one. And so I was filling buckets up and running it through the sluice. And lo and behold, after a few hours, I got a little bit of gold. And there it was in the riffles, and he washed it all out for me, separated it, and he put it in a snuffer bottle. Took it up with a snuffer bottle, and I put it in a vial here. But I put it in a pan first, and I separated the gold from the black stuff, because you always get the heavy magnetite, don't you? And I got that out and snuffed up the little bit of gold. So I got a little bit of gold in a tiny little vial, about this big. And he's told me that he's done that place lots of times. So he'll take me to another place where we'll get a lot more, he said. But sometime this summer. So looking forward to that. That is a bucket lister I always wanted to do. Really happy I did it. And I'm over the moon. I can't wait to go again. Anyway, anyway, did anybody answer me? Where's Murmansk? Yeah, he's great. Indiana Tones is good. I don't know what it is about Indiana Tones. He's just got the right type of voice. Are you still in here, Lewis? Are you still here? And he does these live streams. He must have a good phone, because if I did a live stream on mine, the battery would run out in about 10 minutes. But he does it, and he don't find anything particularly fantastic. I know he lives in America, but you don't find it. But he's just really interesting to watch. He's just an interesting guy, and he keeps you riveted. So yes, he's got fans here too. And know Lewis quite well. Always give Lewis a thumbs up. Yeah, he does rock. He does rock, Marlon. Like your channel. Great channel. Don't like missing your channel. Really enjoy it every week. So go and have a look at my videos too. You Russian guys, look at my videos. He's on there now. Go and have a look at his channel. You should get involved. He gets people in from China and from Japan. No, from Japan, not China. Maybe China too. So it'd be good to have one or two Russians in there. Okay. And you can look at my channel too, General Diggle. and leave some comments, and I'll subscribe to you, and all the others will subscribe to you, and you can subscribe to us, and let's get friendly and help each other out. And you do speak a bit of English, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to carry on now. We've had a chat for a bit, and nobody's told me where is Murmansk. Why don't you just tell me? Is it Russia? I think it's Russia, or is it Ukraine? Right. Okay. So you all got that one. Right. Who was the USA's second president? President number 2. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody answers. John Adams. Right. Leo. We'll get that one. We'll give you that one. Mark got that one too. Reed's got that one. Heavy Meadow Detectives got that one. Demon Rat got it. Nice one, Cecil. You should know these. If I'd have asked you the first one, it's just too much, because I think everybody in the world knows the answer to that one. But I thought you might struggle on the second one. Right. Okay. This is the last question. I might ask you another one that I've got in my head in a minute. This might get you. This is important in your history, in world history. No, it weren't Jefferson. All right. So, what is the USS Indianapolis famous for? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're all looking it up now, because you should know that. All right, I'm going to tell you, nobody's got it. You should know it. It delivered the bomb, the atom bomb, to Guam. It delivered the bomb. Not dropping the bomb, it delivered the bomb, which was then put on board a B-52, the Enola Gay. And it got sunk by a Japanese submarine. It was sunk by a Japanese submarine. And they blamed the captain of the USS Indianapolis for not zigzagging. They blamed him. They put the blame on him. And I don't have any. Look, the book is closed. I've closed the book. I've got no information. This comes again from watching a film. Some information here. Does anybody know the name of the captain of the Indianapolis? Now we'll see how good you are. Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, majority of them were eaten by sharks. Yeah, they went in the water, and it wasn't reported. And the captain's name was Captain McVeigh. It weren't Captain Kirk. No, totally wrong there. I'm going to deduct 55 points from the 53 points that you've got, heavy metal detective, right? Captain McVeigh, and he committed suicide in the 60s because he got blamed for that. And when they had his trial, they actually brought the captain of that Japanese submarine to testify against McVeigh. Absolutely disgusting. Now, my picture's looking a bit crappy there. I don't know. I'm wiping the camera, see if that makes any difference. A little bit, yeah. Right, I can give you one more question. Do you want it? But it will be a 3-part question. Do you want it? Can I see yeses or nos? Can I get any more thumbs up? got 24. That's not as many as I got before. But considering I'm not giving any prize away, I'm quite pleased with that 24 because I thought many of you would just not come because I weren't giving prizes away. But I'm wrong. A lot of you have come, and I appreciate that. And I just got another thumbs up, which is great. So yes, 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 yes. Go for it, Jeff. Mark Rubit. Right. Okay. Right. So I'll give you a 3-part question. And what you can do is you can answer the first one first and see who gets it. And then we'll eliminate all those who got it wrong. And those who get it right can go through to the next one. And if they don't get the second question, right, then they get eliminated and we'll see who's left. So that's how we'll do it. Right. Right. In what state is the Super Bowl event held? Right. What state? Right. Go on. Give you as much time as you want on this one. This is American one. Super Bowl event. Where is it? Come on. Thanks, Reeds. You're a good man. I love it when you come on because you're a good adversary. Yeah. We've got Chicago. I said state. That's a city. There you go. That's the difference between Englishman and another Englishman. John Clayton, I believe you're in England. Chicago. What state is Chicago in? So we've got Ohio. We've got Chicago, which is Illinois. I'll give you Illinois. All right. I'll answer that question for you. Arizona. Come on. Who's right? Different states every year. All right. Shall I start again? Yes, it is it is Heavy Meadow Detectives. Right. Okay. So let's take the one. You know that big one in there's a massive one in New Orleans. What's that one called? Can anybody tell me? I don't know the name of it, but there's a really big one in New Orleans. I walked right by it. Louisiana's, yeah. Well, that's where New Orleans is. Superdome. That's it. Right. Okay. Right. So Superdome. Right. So second part of the question then. Yeah. Look at your loads got Superdome. Right. We'll allow you through. Right. Second part of the question then. How many people does the Superdome hold? Go. As long as you like. Because this one's from my memory, right? Right. Heavy metal. That's the first guess. 110K. Come on. Any more? Most of the flood survivors. That's true also, yeah. 90K, 74K, 76K. My brother-in-law's from the from their new roads. 73,000, 86K, Demon Rat says. Is that an educated guess, Cecil, or did you look on the internet? 70K. Scotland says. Depends on how bad the hurricanes are. That's true as well. Are you still in, Mark? Well, I haven't seen anything from you yet. Mark Grubik, are you still in? Oh, yes, it's 73K. 78K. The record was 78. Right, right, right. Okay, you got that one. You got that one. Right, so 78,000 people will say. Right, so last part of the question is, and it's good night from me. The last part of the question is, what's the names and addresses? I'm joking. I'm pulling your legs. Right. I can't think of any more questions. Why don't somebody throw a few questions out? Come on. I'll tell you what, I'll pick one of your lads. Right, Mark Grubit, you go first. Ask a question. 1500 Sugar Bowl Drive. That's the address. Yeah. Yeah. What about the names, Mark? You go first, and then Reed's Art of Adventures goes next. Ask a question, Mark. Come on. Just keep it going a bit. We've been going 131. Go a bit longer. If you don't want to do it, then fine. Then Reeds can ask one. If you don't want to do it, then we'll close down. And I'll start gathering questions again for 2 weeks from now. Marta, did you put down the time of your live stream? Did you put it down? Has he gone? I don't know if he's gone. Where were the Articles of the Confederation signed in the US? Or what? I douted. The Articles of the Federation. I can't imagine it would be Virginia. I would imagine it would be on the winner's side. So maybe either Washington, perhaps New York. I don't know. It's really, I'm guessing. So I'm not going to. If I put an answer, it would be a guess. Somebody's put Philadelphia. No, that's where the Liberty Bell is, isn't it? I think. I'm not sure. Who was kicked off the Donner Party for killing a Teamster? You've got me now. I don't know that one. But let's get Mark's out of the way first. Adopted. Okay. Nobody seems to know that, Mark. So I don't know. I can't see it being in Virginia because that was Southern state. I can't see it being in the Southern state. I may be wrong. I can only think Washington would be the place. How many dig holes has Jeff made over his detecting career? Well, I can answer that one. I haven't got a clue. York, Pennsylvania. Okay. Right. So that's the answer to that one. So, and there's only you knew that one. Well done, Mark. Well done. Okay, so it's Reed's next. I don't know if you still want to answer that same question, but nobody answered it. So it might be a good idea if you picked another one. I don't know, because I don't know that one. Demon Rat. You can go next, Demon Rat. And you're a spanner, by the way. Did you know? I made you a spanner. So Reed's right. It was originally the donor Reed party. Reed was the one kicked off. Right. So Cecil, you go now. Ask a question. And the chances are that you're going to ask US oriented questions, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't profess to know anything, or a lot less than a lot of you should know. He was originally the donor. Reed Party. Reed was the one kicked off. Okay, Mark Rubit. Reed's Ethan Allen. You guys don't keep an old count. BC Treasure Trails. You won't keep old count because there's not enough noughts to put on the end of my count. Somebody keeps an old count. God help you when you've been going as long as I have. It was the same when I was diving. I got to 2,000 dives and I stopped logging them. Got sick of writing it down. He was also responsible for saving the survivors. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Survivors? Survivors of what? A shipwreck or what? When was Big Ben built and how long did it take? That's a good question. Big Ben. Oh dear, I'd have to guess that. But thinking about the architecture, I would think 1800s, early 1800s. Don't know. That's just guessing at the architecture. Uh, 1843, September the 28th is the answer, and I've just looked it up. And the reason I did it was because I wanted to see how easy it was to check on and how long it would take me. And if you go on Google, it took me literally 4 seconds. So I know you're getting too long when I give you 10 seconds. But good question. Good question. So let's go back to Mark again. Do you want to ask another question, or should we get somebody else about BC Treasure Trails? You guys, don't ask how many holes have you dug. Just ask a fair question. How long did it take to build then? Heavy Meadow Detectives. Well, here's another question. Why was it called Big Ben? How high is it? You can get loads of questions from that. Yeah, I might start looking some facts up on here because generally the questions I ask are questions that just pop into my head. But like I say, I check the answers. But 13 years. Wow. Well, it would take that long if you did it on your own. He must have been working on his own. It's Trudeau is the Canadian leader. It's prime minister. He's not a president, is he? And his dad was used to be leader of Pierre Trudeau. I remember him. Justin Trudeau. That's it. So I've got that one. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. When you actually get up close to it, the architecture is stunning. Here's a question for you. If you go in the Houses of Parliament in the UK, every leader, every leader of the country, every king or leader of the country has a statue inside. There's only one that's outside. Does anybody know who that is? The one that's outside. They wouldn't allow it to go inside. So there's a question for you. Anybody know? Henry VIII. No, he's inside. John Clayton, Sir Benjamin Hall, the first Commissioner of Works, a large man who was known affectionately in the house as Big Ben. The second theory is that it was named after a heavyweight boxing champion. Oh, yeah, okay. Right, well, round about that time, about the 1840s, Nottingham had a boxer, uh, and his name was Bendigo, known as Bendigo, and he was known more for his feats of strength than his boxing abilities, but he was quite a good boxer as well, Bendigo. I always remember seeing that walking through a park, his grave. And it was about that time, 1840s, 1860s, something around there. Anyway, let's look. Who was the last Plantagenet King of England? Anybody know? Because I don't, and I'll be honest about it. Butte County, by a group of kids playing in a creek. Frederick Romano is absolutely right. It is Oliver Cromwell. He's the only one who is outside the Houses of Parliament. Oliver Cromwell uh, died on the 3rd of September 1658. He won two famous battles on that same date, one against the Scots and another one at Worcester. I think the Scottish one was Dunbar, the Battle of Dunbar. And he was outnumbered like 3-1, but he still won the battle. And his back was to the sea as well. So it was, and the Scots had got the high ground, but he made a daring raid and went up the escarpment in the middle of the night and won the battle. Right, so I have no clue what Plantagenet is. Jeff, have to go. I've Saturday chores to finish. Dawn, really enjoyed you being here. Thank you very much. And what I'll do is I'm going to make you a spanner. That means you're where are you? Why can't I see you up there? Oh, I'm adding you as a moderator. So from now on in, when you come in, that means you've got the power. If somebody's messing about using bad language, doing stuff like that, Dawn, then you can put them out the chat for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or ban them totally. See you, Dawn. Yes, Reeds. Thank them very much. And we'll see you 2 weeks, Dawn. I'm back. I've got a big barbecue next week. But I've got some film with this gold prospecting I was doing. Quite a lot of film, but I've got to minimize it to about 15 minutes because you just don't want to see buckets of crap going through a sluice for 2 hours. So I'll bring it down to about 15, 20 minutes or something, and you'll see where I get gold. Quite pleased. It's so tiny, really. It's no big deal, but I got gold. It's a bucket lister, and I was hoping to do that in the States. Maybe if I come over sometime, some of you guys who are in the States where you can find gold will take me if you do it. Because I like to do it where you get quite a bit in the bottom of your pan. Be nice. John Clayton, right? Does anybody answer this question about the Plantagenets? Give us the answer, Mark, please. John Clayton. Hey, Jeff, when they were doing renovations on Big Ben, HP Brown sauce bottle had scaffolding put on the sauce bottle to represent the works on it. I can tell you that HP Brown sauce comes from Nottingham. That I think the original ingredient was invented in Nottingham, and I remember seeing that sauce in a Dallas supermarket one time, and I thought, bloody hell, it's made way it made its way over there. So it was either invented in Nottingham or it was bought out by a company in Nottingham. I'm not sure which. Give me 5 minutes, heavy metal detective. Reads out of See you then, Jeff. Stay safe, everyone. Are you going, buddy? Thanks for coming. Really enjoy it. Remember, 2 weeks, I'll put something out so you know it's coming on. And I'll do a really good one next time. Maybe not so much chatting, maybe just down to we should keep it down to maybe 1 hour, I think. But if you're enjoying yourself, there's still 11 in, got 25 thumbs up. Can I get any more? Quite happy with 25 if I don't get any more. If you're ever my way, I'll take your gold perspective. Demon Rat, I'm coming. Coming, Cecil. Cecil. I'm coming. Oh, Reed, he'll take me gold mining. Wow, cool. I've been saying for a long time, but obviously with this crappy COVID crap, because I'll tell you now, I'm not having the jab. I'm not going to have it. But I've been told you can come if you ever test before you go. But then you've got to be in quarantine. So I don't know. Got to work something out with somebody. If somebody can put me up, I'll come across and I want to see all of you guys. I want to shake your hands. I want to have a good chat, sit down and have a beer with you. That's one of my bucket listers is to get to see you fabulous people. And I want to do that. But I would have to work out something. I can say because I mean I know so many of you, and you're probably far and wide spread apart. You probably never even met each other. But I did go 2019 Christmas. I went to the States, and I did. I think it was either 3.5 or 4,000 mile, and I don't mind doing that. I don't mind hiring a car and going around and seeing each one of you individually, but I won't be doing it day after day. I'd need a layover for a day or two, and I'd like to do that really, because there's many more states. I've been in lots of states in the USA, but not all of them, and um, I doubt whether I'll do all of them, but I'd like to. I'd like to do every state, um, but I'd like maybe to come and just get together with you guys and work out a route. Yeah, if I go, I could see Reed's Art of Adventures. He's in that state, and if I went up that way, I could see Demon Rat, and then if I went over across there and get to see as many of you as possible. And I'd love to meet Lewis. Really, I'd like to meet Lewis um, because I like that guy. I like all of you, and but it's going to be hard. And I'd like to see Dawn, but she's down in Texas. But I may go to Dallas this year if I can get without too much trouble. November for the JFK meetings, then I want to go. Uh, so I would probably go and see Dawn. Now last year I did uh, LA and then Nevada. Um, I did New Mexico. I did Utah, uh, Arizona. Oh, we did quite a few states last year. I've done them all before, except for New Mexico and Utah, but all the others I've done before. And it's just an amazing country. It absolutely stuns me, and I just know somewhere deep down in my heart I was meant to be there. It's it's where it's where I love being, and but I'm not. I'm English, and that's it. But I'm very American in my thoughts and in my politics. I don't look at UK politics or very little. I look at your politics because it defines what happens around the rest of the world, what happens in America. So that's why I'm interested in that. And I loved it when Donald Trump won. So I was a Trump fan before 2016. Uh, and when he just beat the crap out of Hillary Clinton, I was the happiest guy alive. Anyway, let's not talk politics. But I do know that all the Americans I know, everyone except one, is Republican and Trump fans. So I can't figure out how we lost. But I expect my video will get took down now by YouTube. Not that I'm bothered, because I say what I want anyway. I don't care if he's 9'10" or 3'6". If I've got something on my mind, I'll say it. Love you guys. I'm gonna go. Been on an hour and 50. We had some great fun. Well done to some of you, and I love you just as much. You didn't do so well. Cecil, stay in touch. You guys are welcome when you can travel. I can't take you all at the same time, but I'd love to have you. If you want to come, you can come. I can't guarantee you'll find anything. There's a good chance you'll find something, probably a lot older than what you can find over there. But if that's your ambition, then you can come. You can stay with me. I'll pick you up at the airport and I'll drop you back and I'll feed you. So all you want is your airfare and a bit of beer money. That's all. Let me know. Stay in touch. I know it's difficult at the moment, and I'm sure one or two of you will come in the future. I just hope it's not before my body's in dire straits, because I'm not a young lad anymore. 72 the other day, and I still went gold panning, digging most of the day, but I get tired quick. Got a few tingles and niggles in my feet because I'm diabetic, and I just hope that don't get any worse and end up having a leg off or something. But I don't think that'll happen. I'll probably be dead before that happens. I've got an eye operation, so I'm going to be blind on the 15th of September of this year, because I've got cataracts on my eyes, so my eyesight's going to be a lot better. I can see fine now. It's just that one, when I look through that one, it's like looking through frosted glass a bit. But they're going to do both of them, because that one's got a cataract, but I can read with that one, so it's not that bad. So I just hope some of you guys take me up on the offer, because I'd love to look after you. And just I want to make some of your dreams come true. You've got dreams. I've still got dreams in America, that I want to do, stuff I want to see, people I want to see, things I want to do, places I want to go. I want to do it all. And it's always America that I'm drawn to. It's always America. Don't know why. I've got an English accent, but in there, I'm American, believe me. My brother gets onto me terrible. Don't forget your English. I said, well, England's done nothing for me, and it hasn't. It's America's the place that's done things for me, and I can't forget it. Going. Thank you, fellas, ladies. All the best. Stay in touch, and I'll see you in a fortnight. I'll put a video out. Take care, buddies. See you, Cecil. See you, boys. Ciao.